been where you are and juggling a busy schedule and feeling distant from God, struggling to find a routine that doesn't look like another chore, I have figured out a way to make prayer not only consistent but something that I actually look forward to, and I'm going to make you know that. Even if you feel like you have no time and you don't know where to start, before we go into what we have today, welcome to Talk with Me. I'm Melody, and this is a safe place for Christian boys and girls trying to level up in all areas of life. Let's dive into trying to build a consistent prayer routine, juggling work, school, family, and everything else life throws at you. Let me break it down into 3 simple strategies that you can actually start using today. The truth is, life will not always give us the luxury of a quiet corner, a candlelit room, or an uninterrupted place where there will be no distraction or disturbance. But the beautiful thing is that prayer is not limited to a specific place or a posture. It is about connection, and prayer can happen in between moments of a busy day, when you are going out in the morning, whether you are driving to work or you are entering into a public bus, you are walking to work or to school, wherever you are going to. It is actually a time or an opportunity where you can just whisper something to God. For instance, going to work and you're stuck in the traffic, you can spend few time and whisper to Him. Like you can tell Him, appreciate Him for the day, or you're washing dishes, doing your laundry. In anything you are doing is a time to talk to God. You talk to Him as a friend. This will set the tone of your day, and you will arrive at your destination more focused and less stressed. It's actually a great way to make those moments purposeful. Think of it this way: prayer does not need to interrupt your schedule. Rather, it can fit right into your schedule. You can use tools that can help you pray on the go. Sometimes making it more structured can make it easier to stay consistent. Sometimes you can use your diary or your journal, the things you jot down when you come to fellowship, and also you can make use of a prayer mate. If you're a lady, you can have a lady prayer mate. And you're a male, you can have a male prayer mate that can join you in prayers, or that can join you to pray. Remember, the Bible makes us understand that iron sharpens iron. And you can listen to faith-based messages or messages that can help you grow. And it's also another way that helps to inspire you, or using a sticky note to write down prayer points or Bible verse and stick them on your dashboards, your mirror, your decks, to remind you of prayer. When you start praying on a go, you realize that prayer is not confined to a specific place or a time. It is not about perfection, but rather it is His presence. And that is where we need to shift how we see prayer. It is not just a quick check off or a fixed problem, but it will lead us to a second point, which says that prayer is all about relationship and not transaction. Let me show you why that matters. A lot of people approach prayer as a machine where they put all their prayer requests and press a button and they just wait for God to answer or to make the delivery. And when the delivery doesn't come, they feel prayer isn't working and God is not listening to them whenever they are praying, which is not true. But the mindset misses the whole purpose of prayer. because prayer actually is not about transaction, but it's all about relationship. It is relationship that brings transformation. So you need to stop treating prayer like a to-do list. Instead of focusing on what you need, why don't you try telling him how your day went, the thoughts that came through your mind, your thoughts, and even share your frustration with him. He wants to hear them. Sharing what is on your heart is not just because you want answers, but because you want to draw closer to him. The more we approach prayer with the right mindset and we see it as a means of connection, the less we'll feel that it is a chore. Rather, we'll begin to see prayer as a saving lifeline. Prayer is an invitation to spend more time with God. The more we shift our mind from what can I get from God to how can I connect to God, everything changes. For instance, if you are praying to God for patience, God will not immediately answer you by bringing patience to you. Rather, He will instigate situations that will bring you, or that will teach you how to behave while waiting, how to be patient. Secondly, when you are praying for direction or you are praying for God's guidance, you might not immediately have an answer to it, but you will just discover a glowing sense of peace or direction that wasn't there before. Over time, you find out that prayer changes you and not just your circumstance. You find out that it is not all about asking, but it is about learning to trust and to surrender. Okay, one thing I want you to know today is that God values relationship. But God values a person that gives him every moment, every little opportunity, every time the person wants to talk to him with him. God values that. So now that you know that prayer is not all about you asking and waiting for God to deliver, know that it is all about relationship. Now we're going to go to the next point to see how you can stay consistent. And one of the keys to stay consistent is to start small. Most of the times we give ourselves unrealistic goals set. You want to pray for a very long duration of time. You want to read like 5 to 10 chapters a day. And when life becomes so busy, you are not able to catch up, and you feel frustrated, you can't continue and all that. So one of the things you need to do, one of the keys to stay consistent, is to start small. Prayer is not about how much time you spend or how eloquent your words are, but how often you show consistently, even in small ways. Keep it small, keep it simple. Start by telling God how you are feeling. You can start by telling him how it is with you. The irony sometimes is when we come before the presence of God and we just open our mouths and we blab whatsoever thing we feel we want to say, but deep down that is not how you are feeling. You will not experience and you will not benefit maximally from that time you want to pray, because you just come just to fulfill obligation. Mind you, it is not just to fulfill obligation. Remember, we said earlier on, see it as a means of building relationship, connection with your maker. The key is that showing up consistently, even when you don't feel like, just as any other type of relationship, the more you interact, the more you spend time together, the more it grows. So it is with God as well. And most of the times, it doesn't need to be formal and long. Keep it short. If you are new to prayer or you are trying to build up your prayer life, you need to start small. You need to start little by little every day. It may seem small at first, but with consistency, it grows and it becomes something big and deeply rooted. You can set aside a few minutes of your time every day, in the morning or before going to bed, and you share what is in your heart to talk to God and allow him to guide you through his word, by his spirit, by your intuition. Allow him to guide you. And do you remember the things I said the first time, praying on the go? This is actually the time to put it to work. And the beautiful thing about starting small or starting little is that it is achievable even with your busy schedule. And as you build your prayer habit, one thing you will naturally want to do is to spend time. And even if you miss it a day, it is easy for you to be discouraged when you miss a day, knowing that you want to build inconsistency. The thing is that you don't need to dwell in that. All you just need to do is to start from that place. Consistency isn't about not missing a day. It is about you showing as often as you can and making it part and parcel of you. Remember that God values your heart more than your schedule. What matters most is your willingness to connect with Him. Don't forget that the goal is to create a habit of one who seek God, ones who wants to fellowship with Him uninterruptedly. The goal is to create an habit of seeking God every season in your life. That is praying on a goal, shift of mindset, and start small. Yes. If you have ever felt that you are too busy or not disciplined enough for prayers, I hope this gives you encouragement to start wherever you are. If this video helped you, you can like and subscribe to my channel for more faith-based content, and also you can share to someone you feel that might need this, or someone you feel this might help today. I would love to hear from you in the comment section. What's one thing you would love to try from this video? Let's keep the conversation rolling. Bye bye, see you next week.